Hi everyone, it's WGM's MCI here. How you doing? Welcome you back to my Let's Play of The Last Story. Last time round, we basically done a lot of things. We went to town. We did a little bit of a trading quest, and we also learned the truth of our power of the outsider. And in this episode, it looks like we're gonna get knighted and we're gonna get married. So let's get to it. There are actually a couple of party members around, because in order to do this, you do need to leave the castle and then come back in. Congratulations, Zeal, your dream has finally come true. Oh, I found a book in the library about the Argonin fighter and the sorceress. I think you'll find it interesting. Well, we'll go check that out in a minute. Well, here's Loyal as well. Hey Zale, congrats my man. Remember, the path you chose ain't gonna be easy. Keep it together, yeah? It's a weird turnout, but you're still your comrades. Always will be. If you're thinking of looking for Seren, you ain't gonna find her here. Even on a day like today, she's gonna be boozed up. She seems upset about something. Women, eh? I'll never understand them. Looks like we might have to check on Seren here. But first, let's go to the library, actually. Yeah, let's go to the library. I was gonna go out to town and talk to Seren, but library's closer. Let's see what we've got. We have Argonin and the Sorceress, number 3. The new blight that had befallen the land was caused by the very power that finally brought us peace. The outsider. Never had I known such a cruel irony. The Sorceress and I tried all we could to halt the decay that allied the land, but each attempt was met with naught but failure. Until after several years of trying in vain, she told me of a new method. She proposed that we split the outsider into 2, suppressing its power and halting its draining effects it was exerting on the land. Naturally, I approved, and we worked together to carry out this new plan. However, I had no way of knowing what the result of our efforts would be. The sorceress disappeared. For a price that had to be paid for splitting the outsider in 2, the soul of the one who had summoned it into this world. I knew nothing of this until it was too late. One half of the outsider was sealed on Lazulus Island. The other half was sealed on the continent far across the ocean. The decay ravaging the land did not come to an end, but its rate of progression had slowed to a significant extent. My next obligation was to find a way of bringing the gradual demise of our world to a total halt. I believed that this was the only way I could pay tribute to my love, who had risked everything for my proposal, and eventually paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we also have the Outsider's Power Origins. The Outsider, a sentient rock called to this world from beyond the sky by the rite of celestial summoning. It possesses the unique ability to absorb the life force of the world around it and convert it into its own sustenance and strength. Anger, sadness, greed, loneliness, despair, happiness. The Outsider possesses all of the same emotions and feelings as do people, whilst it yearns to be set free. It also seeks out others with whom it can share its emotions. When it finds such a being, the outsider inscribes its own mark upon the body of its new companion, and the 2 entities become linked from that moment on. This mark grants the bearer the outsider's tremendous power. The nature of this power is determined by the will of one who bears the mark. It can be seen as a manifestation of this person's most heartfelt desires. I wish for this world to be at peace, for an end to the war that plagued the land, to the constant and harrowing loss of the life that has afflicted all the people of this nation. It caused me unspeakable pain to watch as innocent souls who had not even had the chance to learn of happiness and joy were cruelly torn from this world for the sake of meaningless conflict. I refuse to accept the futile death and loneliness. Oh, we have one more here. We have the Rite of Argonin. Here I describe the spell which by product of life's work. The Rite of Celestial Liberation, a counterpart to the Rite of Celestial Summoning. The rite can only be performed at a specific place by specific people. It must be conducted by those by the direct sense of those who perform the rite of celestial summoning, myself and the sorceress. Both must be present at the Stargazer's Tower where the rite of celestial summoning was first performed. This rite will make it possible, for the first time ever, to communicate directly with the outsider. Most important of all is the presence of one who bears the outsider's mark. It is this mark that makes communication with the outsider possible. No complicated measures are required in order to perform the rite. It involves simply the holding of hands and the will to reach out to the outsider and make a wish. A wish that the future may be bright for both the outsider and our world. Interesting stuff. So right now, I'm going to go to town to talk to my other party members. And I do actually have a little bit of a warning. After this point, basically we are locked out of Lajla City for a while. So if you're following along with me, bear that in mind. I did actually do a little bit of... I did another arena session. And I did try the cougars again, but I just couldn't beat them, so I'm just not bothering. I think Fado did say like level 44 or something like that, and I'm not. No, I'm not gonna grind all that way just to fight free cougars. Even though the treasure you get for them is probably worth it, I'm not doing it. But for now, let's check in on Seren. And the others. Can't forget the others. Hi Azale, I'll be at the ceremony, don't you worry. That Callista's a pretty one, I'll say that much. This is the most important day in a woman's life, you know that? So you better not do anything to mess it up for Callista. There goes some mooching around here. Go home. You make the booze taste bad. Didn't think that was possible, Seren. Oh, I thought Yurik would be around here, but I don't see him. What's Dagran have to say? They've been very helpful here. But our hand-to-mouth existence ends today. The day when our dream comes true is finally at hand. Feel free to take a walk, but come back to the castle when you're feeling better. Alright, let's head back. So again, I will reiterate my warning. Pretty much after I do this, not be able to return to Lajla City or replay dungeons for a while. So if you are following along, bear that in mind.
Master Zale, the preparations for your knighting ceremony are complete. As a knight, you will not be able to return to town without the Count's permission. Are you prepared?
Let's do it.
The ceremony will begin shortly.
Zale and Callista faced the day ahead, each with their own doubts and fears. Yet they understood that they were about to achieve something they had always dreamed of.
Chapter 32, Lazarus Castle, Count's Chamber.
Take this. You must present this sword to the Count. It represents your oath of fealty as a knight. A knight must value his oath and his master above all else. Do you understand?
Yes.
Zale, do you swear to remain my loyal knight until the day that you die?
Oh, you get a choice. Okay. Well, I guess we don't get a choice, but let's swear fealty anyway. I don't know what happens if you pick refuse. I don't want to risk anything here.
Why did I decide to become a knight in the first place? Why did I decide to become a knight in the first place?
Wait, what? Are you meant to refuse?
What are you doing? Get on your knees and present that sword to me.
My apologies, Count Argonon. I am afraid I cannot bring myself to swear fealty to you.
What did you say?
You told me that you started this war for the sake of saving lives. But I believe you know better than that. You know what is causing the land to decay.
Why did you visit that hidden accursed place? What nonsense were you told there?
Your ancestor summoned the Outsider to this land to put an end to an ancient war. And that may have been the right choice. But now, it is draining the land's energy, causing suffering and conflict across the world. You must have been aware of this. Yet you chose to use this power to further your own ambition.
And what if I did? The power of the Outsider belongs to the House of Argonon. And it is precisely because of this power that I am able to offer you a knighthood. Do you not wish to become a knight, Zale?
Your knighthood can go to hell! You don't have the right to decide who's worthy of a knighthood. If becoming a knight means serving you, I'd rather stay a mercenary for the rest of my life. I'm not so low that I'd sell my soul for the sake of a pretty title.
After him! Bring him back here! Yes, sir.
Oath or no oath, in that man's chest beats the heart of a knight. And a knight's resolve cannot be subdued. If you mean to go after him regardless, then you must strike me down first.
I have to tell Callista. I didn't want to become a knight to create more sadness and suffering. All I ever wanted was the strength to protect the people I care about. How did it take me so long to realize? Callista, just wait a little longer. She'll be in her room. I have to hurry.
Alright, let's go. I guess you were meant to refuse. So I was like, wait, what? Then I realized it's right. It's just right. And that your knighthood could go to hell line was pretty badass, gotta admit.
So, you refused your knighthood?
You knew then.
I could tell. We've worked together for so many years. I know how your mind works as well as I know myself.
Then please, let me do what I have to do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Dagran,
How hard do you think I've worked to make your dream come true? And just when it's finally about to happen, you want to throw that all away? This isn't just about you. If you walk out of here, all of our futures will be shattered. Are you all right with that?
I am sorry, Dagran. I really appreciate everything you've done, but I just can't do this.
In that case, I'll have to stop you by force.
I'm sorry.
I forgot I equipped him with the death.
Hey, Seren, can't you at least pretend to have some manners?
It makes me sick, what that idiot's doing. Is he really alright with this?
All right with what?
Did you see Callista's face? Not a trace of a smile on it. And this is her wedding day. He gets the knighthood, he gets the girl, but does he deserve it if he can't even make her happy? Seriously.
I know what you're saying, but he made this decision. We've got to support him in that. So let's lighten up, yeah? Huh.
Master Zale! Lady Callista is not yet ready!
I finally figured it out. Callista, I know what I have to do. Let's put an end to this war, and let's live our lives together, in freedom. Please, Callista, come with me.
Get in there!
Wait! Callista, Zale has refused to accept his knighthood. The wedding's off!
No. If he has truly refused to serve you, I would choose him 1,000 times
Callista, do you mean to defy me too? Enough! Come with me.
I've had enough of doing as you say!
Nice. Good goal, Calista.
Capture them at once!
Beautiful work, Zale. You've mastered everything I ever taught you.
We'll handle things here. So get going. Show those idiots what you're made of.
I'm so glad you finally realized, Zale.
Alright, let's go. Gotta admit, that was pretty bad. I forgot about that scene. I totally forgot about, like, as I said, it's been a while since I last played this game, so most of this is pretty much blind for me. So I'm sort of seeing this game fresh again, which is really, really cool. 'Cause stuff like this is just like, that's badass, actually. And the music as well here is really, really cool. Love it.
Thank you so much for all of this, Zale. But what are you going to do next?
Destroy the Lazarus cannon, with its power gone.
Lady Callista, why are you...
The turret control room is in the military wing, right?
Well, yes it is, but why in the world would you want to...
Let's go, Callista.
Where is the military ring again? I actually forgot where it is. Go to the map? Yes, you can. Okay, so it's north of the courtyard.
Let's head for the turret control room, while the others are buying us time.
Yeah, we'll run all the way to the military wing.
Just want to check that I'm going the right way. Yes, straight north. So I'm guessing the turret control room is somewhere along here? Probably at this elevator?
The control room is on the upper floor.
Good. There's no one around. As long as that cannon exists, the Count will never give up on this terrible war.
Alright, let's check it.
This worthless piece of... What the...
Amidst the dark clouds that engulfed the horizon, a titanic form drew ever closer. It seemed that the Gurak had successfully harnessed the power of the other half of the Outsider. Their repeated assaults upon Lazulus Castle had been in order to steal certain secrets of Argonan technology. And so, the Gurak constructed a second moving island, a mighty fortress of unimaginable strength, and every one of its countless armaments was aimed squarely at Lazulus Island.
Oh, what's with our luck today? Did somebody walk under a ladder?
Is it the Gurak?
We must find Zale and Callista at once. And also...
Mercenaries, you will aid me.
We ain't doing nothing for you anymore, so how about you get lost? We're done with this bloody castle. There are plenty of people outside who need our help more than you.
They can be saved after the Gurak have been dealt with.
You reckon? By the time we get round to it, the city could be in ruins.
So be it then. I was hoping to carry out a plan which would wipe out the Gurak army in one fell swoop. But with no protection, my chances of success are slim. Such a shame that so many will needlessly have to die. Escort me to the turret control room in the military wing. I will draw out the full strength of the Lazulus cannon and annihilate their fortress.
You can really do that?
But of course, I am the head of the House of Argonan, and master of this island.
Lead the way.
So yes, you get to control Lyle at this point, which is interesting, because remember, Lyle is a mage. But we will do all of that in the next episode. So, next time on The Last Story, we'll proceed on with our lesser party, or with our party less by one member, and us controlling Lyle. And we'll see what Count Argonen's plan is. So, with that being said, folks, if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to become part of my community, where I spread fun and positivity for all. So, with that being said, folks, I will, of course, see you again.